If it wasn't for his safety classes that he took here, I don't know what would have happened to him. 20 miles offshore in a 19-foot boat.
One local man credits the Coast Guard Auxiliaries About Boating Safely class with giving him the skills to handle a recent emergency. The boater had had a great day out on the water, but as he was about to return home, the starter fell off his motor, leaving him stranded in the Gulf of Mexico. Using his VHF radio, the boater requested assistance from the Coast Guard. In response, Station Sand Key launched a 47-foot motor lifeboat. The motor lifeboat began to tow the disabled vessel, but could not bring it all the way to shore due to the shallowness of the coastal waters. Recognizing that a shallower draft boat was needed, the Coast Guard called upon members of the Coast Guard Auxiliary at Hernando Beach.
When I got home at approximately 6:30, I received a call from Sand Key saying that there was a boat out there. They had dispatched a 47-foot cutter, and approximately 20 miles offshore if we can get a crew together. So I contacted Tom, figuring he'd be home.
I just greeted my grandchildren arriving for the Christmas holiday when I got the call.
My next job was to get a radio watchstander. Anytime we go on the water, we must have somebody upstairs monitoring our progress. So I contacted Ray, who was also supposed to be going to a Christmas party with his wife.
Yeah, I got a call from Paul just about 6:30. I realized that I would need to go in, so I dropped my wife off at the Christmas party, came into the Flotilla building, opened the radio, and began to watch.
Fortunately, this fella had taken a boating safety course and knew a little bit about what he had to do to be safe out there. We just had to tow him in. The Coast Guard cutter couldn't navigate these shallow waters here, so we just took him off their hands and brought him back in.
If it wasn't for this guy taking a basic boating class here in Hernando Beach, we don't know where he would have ended up. He shot off approximately 6 flares. He waved to boaters who just waved by as he went by, and this poor guy was stranded. Luckily, the day before, he put a radio in his boat, and he was able to contact Team Coast Guard. And then Coast Guard got us involved since we were the closest unit to take him in.
If you need to issue a Mayday call using a VHF radio, be sure the radio has been turned on and is tuned to channel 16. Press and hold the transmit button. Begin by saying Mayday 3 times. Provide the name and a description of your boat. Report your location. If you have a GPS on board, give the longitude and latitude coordinates. Describe any landmarks or channel markers nearby and your boat's position to it. State the nature of your emergency, the kind of assistance needed, the number of people on board, and their condition. Release the transmit button. Wait for 30 seconds. If there is no response, repeat the Mayday call. If you're stranded and you see other boaters, signal for help. You can wave down passing boats, but be sure to use the correct gesture. Extend your arms straight out at the shoulder, then raise and lower your arms. This distinctive motion indicates that you're signaling for help. A normal wave might be interpreted by passing boaters as a friendly greeting. They may not realize that you're requesting assistance. They might continue on their way, unaware that you need help. During the daytime, use a distress flag. It should be 3 feet by 3 feet, orange with a black circle and square on it. This flag is visible even in bright sunlight. The flag can be attached to a paddle or boat hook and waved, or fastened to a mast or antenna. Orange smoke distress signals are used during the day. Red flares are ignited at night. Handle all flares and smoke signals with caution. Once it has ignited, hold it downwind over the side of the boat to avoid burning yourself or your vessel. If you see another boater signaling for help, federal law requires that you stop and offer assistance, so long as that assistance can be rendered without endangering your vessel or the persons on board. This law is now part of an international treaty which extends the obligation to mariners worldwide.